Go ahead,
everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Drawing with Jack. Here with Bobbie Branco, the Bipolar Comic, for the third Bipolar Rodeo. And as you see, we're off to a great start with Bobbie giving us the first words of this episode, me. And then here with Jack Haynes, of course, who is our illustrator. I'm your host and friend, Skip Marazzi, here to hang out with my boy Jack as he draws, and with Bobbie Branco. Bobbie, what is up, man? How have you been?
Oh, man, it's been a ride this month, man. I mean, lots of strides. I actually walked on my own by mistake, fueling my car up. Yeah, I forgot the damn cane in the car, and I freaked out when I reached for the damn nozzle and found out that, I didn't have any fucking support.
Oh, what? And you're like, oh, what? There it is. I still need to use the old cane.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I'll do a little here and there in the house. I'm not as lame as people say. Yeah, they called me lame in high school. Okay, go ahead, get it out of your system. Laugh at me.
I would never, Bobbie. No. I would never.
Bobbie, as a comedian, we refuse to laugh at you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
now you said,
Oh, go ahead.
You said that you did a bit. Speaking of being a comedian, you did a bit. One of the first times you got on stage, you said, "This is it." Like you got up on stage and you're like, it was hitting. And I was like, hey, do you want to do that as the intro, the material that you've written?
Oh, well, you know what? I mean, I think one of our previous conversations about me trying to make my, lameness incident funny, but it was too soon, and it didn't vibe for me or the audience.
Right, you did say that. Like, so you were up there on crutches trying to make jokes about being on crutches, and they're like, that's too soon, buddy, for you. I can't laugh at you because you're still in that state. Something like that.
And for me, I mean, I rewrote it and rewrote it and rewrote it, and I had a chance to do the Funny Bone Comedy Club open mic last week, and I didn't bring my notes up with me because that's entirely unprofessional for a real frickin' comedy club. So I remembered the gist of this. Okay. Okay. I made Toledo stand-up comedy history a few months ago.
Really?
Right before showtime. Another comedian told me to break a leg. And I did.
What?
Right in front of an audience. They shoot horses for this kind of break. And after they installed an erector set of metal and I was recovering in a trauma unit, the idea of a bullet to the brain didn't sound like a bad idea. Now, they laughed. For which I had to say, you guys are fucking sick.
Because it just happened, right? I was here not too long ago.
So all hail Oxy. But you know what?
What?
I looked adversity right in the eye, and that bitch punk fucking blinked. Now I'm right where I belong, behind this mic. Don't bet on me if I run in the Preakness. Odds on me are 786 to 1. Nay, Whitnie, motherfuckers. So that's how I opened.
Wow, that's a bit. I see how you could be like. It does seem like it's too soon.
Well, hey, I made it up the steps of a comedy club that, obviously never heard of the ACA. There was no fucking rail.
Oh, my God.
Actually, I tested it out before the show started, and I made them up great. It was the getting down that was a little shaky. So, yeah, at the end of my bit, I said, somebody better help me the fuck down these stairs, and the host came up and very generously escorted this crippled old man to terra firma.
Oh my God, Bobbie.
Yeah, man.
But like truth in comedy, right?
Huh?
Like, what else are you gonna do but call out the elephant in the room, right?
Oh yeah.
Everybody knows it.
I mean,
let's make some jokes.
No shit. Okay, it hurt like a bitch. I wished I was dead.
Yeah.
And you know what? Now I'm here
for having that joke because you had to live through it. But at the same time, you know, for comedians, you got an extra joke. Now you got a new joke.
Yeah. And actually, on the 13th of this month, that would be the first time I ever tried that, and that was at the Funny Bone. Unfortunately, I guess my, submission or please fucking pick me email didn't get there in time, so I'm just gonna have to anniversary wherever they'll have me,
Fair enough.
Oh no, oh, go ahead.
No, I continue, please.
Oh, okay. Well, in that vein, and whether or not I got this precisely, I don't know, but I think I got pretty close. I'm celebrating my 1-year anniversary this month, and if you've never seen one of these anniversaries, they're extravaganzas. Banners, confetti, a balloon drop. Last one I saw a fire eater, but thanks to PETA, we can't use elephants anymore. I gotta tell you, that trapeze act was off the hook. But at least there's cake. So, I don't know. It went over okay. Obviously, for other comedians listening to me right now, it wasn't the hit I thought it would be.
I mean, that is funny.
Come on, love me! Love me! Oh, I'm sorry.
So happy anniversary!
Did I say that out loud?
For doing a year.
Oh,
it's not easy consistently to stand up in front of people and face their stares and rejection, because that's what any beginning experience is like, and there's no way to get experience except for by doing it.
Well, my first bit I tried again that night. It's a place I can use as a workshop because it's mostly some of the funniest damn comedians in town after they've done other things getting together.
Nice.
A few civilians. And I tried it there, and yet, on the wanting to put a bullet in my head and dead silence. So I was able to use that and say, wow, the Funny Bone people laughed at that. Thank God I'm among, people who aren't that fucking sick. So it works either way.
Nice. That's you got yourself a solid joke because you got the tangents.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't do anything else, attack the audience. I hear that's like about 4 or 5 off the list of comedic advice.
attack the audience. You've described why I don't like going to stand-up shows, but yeah, I mean, I guess. I think crowd work is cool. Like, I think it's really a cool thing if it's done right, because when you're telling a joke is one thing that you've rehearsed, but improvising and still being funny is difficult. But I don't think a lot of stand-ups are they're not really good. The reason they're stand-ups is because they're better at like working alone, in my opinion, from the ones I've met. And so like doing crowd work often does come across mean. And I'm like, wow.
Well,
wow.
Actually, I think I had it cleared up in my head because I wasn't exactly sure what crowd work was.
Mm-hmm.
And, a comedian I keep crowing on and on about how excellent he is and why I wish he would take me to bed, Christopher Titus. It's basically more crowd work. It's more considered someone having a set thing that they're going to do every time, like anybody from Scranton. Ha ha ha. I hear Scranton people eat possum or something like that shit. And they use it every show.
Oh, I got you. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Were they poke fun at, or okay, I gotcha. Attack the audience is okay, gotcha. That's interesting.
Yeah,
it's a leverage tactic. That's because you're gonna gain an advantage over them. Okay, I'm with you.
Well, I mean, I actually considered any interaction with the audience crowd work, but apparently the comedians that I've been seeing online complaining about how crowd work was hack was basically them pointing out that one recurring guy who just says the same damn thing every set.
Because that's not actual. I mean, crowd work is where you interact with them and like joke with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
because you're talking to them all the time.
I guess the big complaint is no originality.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, man. Different strokes, different folks. People punch down. People punch up. I prefer to not hang with the ones that punch down.
Yeah, it doesn't. They can't defend themselves, and it doesn't. You're just being a bully at that point. Aaron Cosbiel.
Yeah.
Welcome to Drawing with Jack. The Bipolar Rodeo 3.
I recognize that name. There we are.
I am here.
Professor.
Behold, I am here.
The professor of comedy.
And I am Legion.
We were just talking. There's many people inside Bobbie Branco, and not just the guys he knows. We were just talking about crowd work and how you do it and what you do with it. What are your thoughts on crowd work, Aaron Cosbiel?
Oh, I mean, I do it a little bit. It's I did it more, I think, when I was newer. Well, when I was starting, I was trying to, and being the professor, I was trying to ask the crowd like what their favorite subject was in school, and then I would write jokes for that school subject.
That would make sense. Yeah.
That's and I think that the current crop of comedians, the popular or the big ones who are complaining about crowd work, is that shows that they haven't grown any, because they're just basically recycling the same damn things every show. I mean, would you agree with me on that, Professor, or not?
I mean, some people do crowd work better than others. And like they are able, but it's like I'd rather see somebody's like bits that they've worked on than crowd work. Like crowd work is just mostly for like when things aren't going well.
And there's some facts right there.
That's when the audience would prefer to be more a part of it than listen to your jokes.
Okay.
I mean that is one take for sure. I've seen stand-ups who interact with the audience well, and it's more about their personality than it is about their jokes. But I would agree with you that most times it is people they don't have any material, and so they decide to interact with a group of people, and they're not very good at it because that takes skill.
And for sure, some people are good at it. They're very personable, and so they write so they probably have a prepared list of things that they say if something, and it's
interesting. What do you do for work? Sure. Right, is a very common one.
Yeah.
And then they riff on that for a minute. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Anybody here ever wear polka dot skivvies?
And then maybe the crowd.
There's going to be one.
And if you can get the crowd engaged enough, then hopefully you can get back to your scripted material.
I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Please continue. You have stand-up experience way more than I do, so I'd like to hear your thoughts.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I have a whole year, baby, but okay.
And that's so much more than me. I think I've done maybe 2 sets. maybe, if you could call him that. Some of it was just drunken ranting in a microphone, so I don't know if it actually counts. But I did my 5 minutes.
Yeah, that counts then.
Yeah, no doubt.
People be like, what?
I have an old man bitch about Funny Bone.
Okay, that's very. I mean, is it like libel? I take no responsibility for what Bobbie Branco is about to say, but I support him in his effort to say it.
Not quite, but things that I plan in my head need to stay the way that I planned them.
I had that's a tough way to experience the world. Sorry, what?
I had all these bubbles that I was going to use with a set beginning and a set end. And I came to find out they cut it from 5 to 3 minutes.
Oh.
What fucking bubbles do I pop, man?
Oh, jeez. You have to have a 3-minute set, a 5-minute set, a 10-minute set. Is that what you said, Aaron?
Basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you figure out a 3-minute set?
Scripts.
Okay,
really.
I gotcha. Yeah, I mean, there's some comics like that, for sure. As I'm getting older, my memory is definitely shot to scripts. Like reading and studying scripts is definitely more difficult for me.
Well, the problem is my writing them. That's the problem is me writing them because I have a narrative writing brain, and there is entirely too much embellishment, unnecessary crap in there, and I'm trying to jam those damn words into my head.
Yeah.
When all I really needed to do was make little small notes on my phone and consider those bubbles.
Oh, right, because of prompts, right? Yeah, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, because you could, once you get into a bubble, you pop it and you start going on about it, and that's what makes your set funny.
Right. And so, I mean, if I'm pretty sure of a beginning and I'm pretty sure of a 1-minute close, I can just pop those bubbles, and then when that light flashes, I know to get to my close. And I think that's the way my brain is wired right now. I think that's the only way I can perform.
Facts.
Well,
that's an interesting way to do it, for sure. Jack, I want to comment. I really like the lighting. You were totally right about this club. Obviously, you could have seen it in your brain, but ooh, it's mysterious and kind of like the atmosphere we were hoping for.
When it's not messy, it'll look even better. But thank you.
Well, it's just I was beginning to see it for the first time, and I'm like, cool, this is gonna be a sick ass panel, because this is the climax image, which is, I mean, this is why we spent a good amount of time on the detail, and that's why I'm like, let's make sure we get it, because it's when we see Luna, people should know for sure whether or not they like the cocks in the space. If they were kind of on the fence and they can't decide whether the innuendo is too much when they hear Luna sing, when they see this panel and this scene that happens here, I'm pretty sure people are gonna be like, all right, I'm sold, it's cool, let's do this. It's definitely gone far beyond what I even conceived of could happen. Aaron?
Yeah, I mean, I really dig it. It looks like a really great club.
Yeah, remember 6 months ago we were just like, oh yeah, and then she gets up on the stage and she sings. This is not specifically what we had in mind, but it's doing exactly what we wanted to from that moment.
Yeah.
Hey guys, if I may interject.
You absolutely can. I was about to segue back to you.
No.
You don't want me to segue back to you? All right, Bobbie is off this show. This is it. Bobbie Branco, thank you for coming in tonight, and it will never segue back to you again. It's up to Aaron only to segue back to you.
Oh, no. I wanted to interject into your conversation about the animation. And I wanted to explain that I really, my brain cannot, it doesn't have enough attention span to be able to listen to podcasts or watch them, because I'll go all over the place. I'll be on the phone and, TV and then back, and geez, it's maddening for me.
Well, that's kind of the purpose of a podcast, I think, right?
Huh?
The purpose of a podcast, it's like your second screen activity. you like put on a podcast to like hear the voices talk, and maybe their conversation is interesting, but they're talking to kind of like fill that sound. I don't know. That's what podcasts do for me. That's why I don't know. I try to provide that for people. But you said you don't listen to them, but
I can participate if I'm participating. I mean, I can.
True.
I mean that's just a little bright shiny object in front of me, and I'm okay.
Right.
No, about the animation though. I really wish that my mind wasn't totally and completely preoccupied with myself and what I'm doing.
Right.
But I would really love to see the finished product. I'm
so excited with you.
I am such a fucking animation kid still. I mean, bring it on,
right?
Man.
Right? Like, I think
what are some of your favorite animated
Thank you.
films?
Oh, you know what? I mean, I cannot in good conscience say that I will ever see better animation than I did with the old Warner Brothers. I mean, my God, those people were just awesome.
Specifically,
what
era? Oh,
go ahead.
I think we're asking the same question. There you go, Jack.
Yeah, are you talking about the old Superman?
No. I'm talking about the Mel Blanc, Chuck Jones. Daffy Duck teamed up with Porky in the most wild fucking adventures ever, and
Dodgers in the 24th and a half century.
Let's pause real quick. Who's your character, Bobbie?
I'm Daffy, man.
Oh, you Daffy? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Bugs here, guys.
Mine, all mine, baby.
Daffy is a great choice. I gotta admit. Who would I pick? I don't know.
Aaron, what's yours? We're coming back to you, Jack. Because I know you already got yours picked out. You're Marvin the Martian, right?
What?
Aaron, are you Marvin the Martian?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like,
I knew it.
Probably the Martian.
Yeah, like, he's Marvin the Martian.
Whenever I see him, I know it's going to be a good episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But, I mean,
I have blown your planet to smithereens!
Yeah.
So look, I knew it was over for me and Warner Brothers when, let's see. Oh, yeah.
Hang on, real quick, I'm sorry. Jack,
I'm sorry.
Are you Daffy?
Oh, I thought about it. I gotta go. I gotta say that I'm probably Foghorn Leghorn.
Oh yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, he was the man.
Yeah, exactly. He wins usually, but sometimes he doesn't. He's like he's a little bit of like the everyman Looney Tune in a way. And he's like the best one that I can think of that like he usually will win in the end or have come out on top, but sometimes he doesn't.
Oh yeah. He had a run in with a baby chicken hawk, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Classic episode. Yeah, you said you were lost on them when what?
Okay. When they decided to mishmash the most stupid idea. I mean, I can understand a cat chasing Speedy Gonzales, but what in the hell was a duck doing? I mean, what was his thing? I'm sorry, Daffy chasing Speedy Gonzales. You guys have run out of ideas. It's time for me to, maybe watch some Johnny Quest or something.
Were you personally insulted when you saw something so ludicrous?
It insulted my tiny little boy, sensibilities.
Right. You're like Daffy would never do that.
Tiny boy sensibilities.
A duck wouldn't do that.
It's so funny that we have these like personal relationships with these characters that these guys made. I mean, we grew up, several generations you had grown up on on the Looney Tunes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And if every child is not strapped into a seat right after birth and forced to watch them in their entirety the first 10 years of their life, okay, I don't know what this country is going to come to.
I don't know if that's necessary. I think if you put them on, though, kids are definitely entertained by them. I've listened to a lot of true crime, and some of that's like crime against kids, and some people had done that, and it gave me these horrific images of like an actual child strapped to a chair for 10 years watching Looney Tunes, and then
like
exactly.
Ludovico technique.
Yeah, exactly. Like they can't blink. They have a bucket underneath and it's changed every like 6 hours.
A scientist watering their eyes.
Yeah, like
okay, movie reference. Probably none of you will get. Is it safe?
Wow, is this Lord of the Rings?
3 words.
No, Marathon Man. And I know that probably none of you probably saw it, but there is this Nazi dentist who, does some nasty shit to some guy without anesthesia and keeps asking him, is it safe? And it was creepy as fuck, too.
Because of the
torture. I'm following you.
Recently.
I got you.
Yeah, on the recommendation of somebody, I got that movie, and I got the movie Boys from Brazil.
Oh, God, both.
Boys from Brazil is fantastic, right? That's what I was saying, Bobbie.
Yeah.
Marathon Man. I saw it a long time ago. I should revisit it. I remember it being good.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Dustin Hoffman and, God, who's that old fuck actor? But I like to shit. Laurence Olivier? No.
Yeah.
Is it Laurence Olivier?
Laurence Olivier was in Boys from Brazil.
Okay, yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah. Who in the hell played the asshole doctor?
Gregory Peck. In Boys from Brazil, it was Gregory Peck.
Okay, then it was Laurence of Olivier. My brain is still nimble enough to remember that shit.
I suppose.
Let me just look it up real quick if you want an actual.
Oh shit! Okay, I was about to Google it myself.
1976 Marathon Man. Dustin Hoffman is one of the main characters, and he said old time. It is Laurence Olivier, yeah. And Roy Schneider. So 2 points for Bobbie on the Bipolar Rodeo 3. So just like that's just that's why for me like Cox in Space is a shadow cat. It's like important to make. It's important to make like this vision that we see, right? Like Cox in Space was something that came to us more than something we intentionally tried to make, which is a weird way to describe this project. But the more that we explore it, the more that we find is there. And so, like, just like I believe that Matt LeBlanc, who created Looney Tunes.
Well, Chuck Jones did a lot of the
and then who's the
creative part.
Mel Blanc.
Mel Blanc. Thank you. That was the voice. The phrases I was looking for.
I mean, one of the many voices. But yeah.
But like, okay, so it makes this point even more interesting. I didn't know that fact, but I was just saying, like, the creators, like, they had this vision for this world, and in that world, people relate to all these specific characters that seem to represent them somehow, right? Like, they're doing cartoons that aren't just, like, silly nonsense, but are, like, somehow relatable to the human experience that a way a child can understand.
Hell yeah. Well, you know what? I mean, off of animation, but still in space. I wanted to believe I was fucking Captain Kirk, and when I realized I was Spock, I was crestfallen. I mean, I wanted to be the hero.
You said, I wish that I was fucking Captain Kirk, and that just had me for a second, like you wanted to have sex with Captain Kirk.
Did you want to have sex with Captain Kirk? Did you?
No, really, about Kirk. He wasn't an unattractive man, but I mean, he had a bit of a paunch,
Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah, he was 60s hot.
Yeah, you have to have the dead bod. That was the classic dead bod. It was necessary.
He probably only had like a 6.5 pack,
Buried somewhere.
I meant 5.5.
Under there.
I meant 5.5. You know what? That would have worked so much better. My fucking brain.
Yeah, you're all good. But yeah, Star Trek as well. And you're talking the original series, of course, because you're talking, the first captain. Well, the first captain that we meet in the timeline of the series. Why is it so hard a thing to say about Star Trek? I mean, you think they'd be straightforward, but they have never gone straightforward with any of their storylines or consecutive shows, or I also sorry.
Well,
Jack. Yes, you said Star Trek. Yes.
Yeah, no. Star Trek has been pretty explicit with some of their television episodes for sure. But one of the things that the original creator, Gene Roddenberry, he never wanted to explicitly call out. He thought it was tacky to explicitly call out things like racism and xenophobia. He just wanted to show. He wanted to show, not tell. And so that's one of the ethoses that they've tried to take forward that is actually kind of being left behind in some of the newer episodes or some of the newer shows. But I'm
digging the story arcs. I mean, and a lot more character development. And I don't know, Strange New World so far, except for the musical one, and I don't know what it was. I'm sure it was a great episode. But when they cut away from Spock to the sick bay, I just couldn't take it anymore, and I just said, "Click,"
Hey, that's fine. Hey, everybody,
different strokes for people who have strokes.
Star Trek. Yeah, I love most Star Trek. I'm just someone that loves sci-fi, so I really love a lot of different Star Trek. But I just wanted to say about Star Trek, not having direct commentary. There's an episode of TNG that is a direct commentary on the Iran-Contra scandal. Somebody trades weapons to some alien terrorists. Directly. Directly.
And that's what I loved about Next Generation is because they were about something. Because yes, it was a space soap opera, but at the same time, there was they were going through stuff that was real. Bobbie, please continue.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. You made me lose my place. Oh yeah. I did not get that Iran. Hey, yes, I'll speak American. The Iran Contra thing.
Away.
It just flew right over my high little head.
Sitting over there for you. So
it had to fly high to go over my head.
So the Iran.
Because I was high.
Your thoughts on the Iran Contra, Scott? You didn't pick that up from the Next Generation episode? Is that what you said?
No. It just never. It never flew. I mean, you know what? I've always been a little oblivious. I mean, as in bad enough to walk into a good friend from high school's home and his wife saying, "Did you notice anything new?" And I'm looking around and I don't see a damn thing. And it's the couch I'm fucking sitting on. So it's, by the way, those are the fine qualities that they sought out when I got a job as a security guard.
You're like, how aware are you? And you're like, where are we? I mean, right now, where are we?
Ooh, me? Where?
No, it was a bit. I'm sorry.
No.
It was just a bit.
I don't know. I was probably going to go into something like, the police asking me, could you describe the suspect? And I would just have to say he was a certain height, maybe some kind of Spanish, or I don't know. And I'd be totally useless. Yeah.
So was that like a case of it's like intentional reliability because let them do what they want, or just you're like, I don't know, he was somewhere between 5'2" and 6'2", had a skin color between really light and super dark.
My brain will not remember those kind of details. I mean, again, I get mugged about the same thing. I mean,
Oh no! You're like, I don't know who it was. It could have been any of these guys. Lock them all up.
Looks sort of like the zebra in the last picture. I don't know, man. I can't remember.
And that's been all your life?
It seems to be. Yeah. I details just sort of don't stick.
You recognize people at the time, though, right? Like you don't have what's the thing?
Oh yeah,
I think it's aphasia. No, that's not it. I'm
well,
something else all together.
Yeah. Well, there is facial blindness. I think maybe I borderline that with all the people I've been meeting lately. Of course, I was like a hermit for a long time. So you throw a bunch of faces and names at me, and I'm still at sea, man. But you and me met there, and I'm like, oh, okay, the face is coming into focus again. Cool.
Right, yeah, exactly. And that's just the way it is. You have to know somebody for a while to kind of make an impression.
God, yeah. Well, it's not so much as I guess it's an imprint rather than an impression, because I need to imprint on someone for a while.
I try to associate someone's name to something else that I know about that name. Like if their name's Adam, I try to group them in the place that I think of all the Adams that I know. So that even if I can't remember their name, I am hopefully that there'll be a bunch of associations that will be connected with that face. I'll be like, is it Adam? Not always the best, especially if they have common names, because who can remember all the Johns they know?
The more exotic names are the ones that I can't get to stick.
That was a double entendre. What?
Who? What? Where?
All the Johns you know.
Did I?
Sorry, and you said sometimes it's.
Yeah, the more exotic names, or Angelica Kama. I don't know. I'll never remember that.
Didn't you say that you know someone named I'm not trying to call anyone out, but Divanay?
Yeah, Divanay. Miss Divanay.
Miss Divanay. And is she a drag queen or no?
No, but okay. She dresses like one.
It's such a great drag name. I want to do drag so it can be Miss Divanay.
Well, I'm a thoroughly modern old fucker, and when I first met her, there was some question in my mind that, maybe I was in the presence of someone who had a lot more testosterone than I might be led to believe.
Gotcha.
And, but you know what?
But less
if
than
I'm
she
introduced
used to
someone,
for her sake.
No, but if I'm if someone introduces themselves to me, no matter what my suspicions or thoughts might be, they're whatever gender they introduce themselves to me as.
The presentation of their gender.
Why am I going to judge?
Yeah, it's their choice and ability to present themselves. I am often called by my legal name by people who've known me for a long time, or people who know me legally, because that's where it's at. And it's just, for me, I'm like, it's just so weird, because
people that know me legally, because that's where it's at.
That's where it's at,
I love knowing people legally, man. I always feel like I'm hip and with it when I know people legally. That's where it's at,
bro,
man.
We know each other in the legal sense.
I know, right? Damn, that's where it's at, yo.
You're like, those are all your cousins. I'm like, yes, we're in a business together.
Okay, keep this clean. No, in a biblical sense, okay?
Whoa, not with my cousins.
Only in the legal sense.
Only in the legal sense.
That's where
it's at.
The biblical sense is where it is not. And the legal sense is where it is at. So we're staying on that preposition.
Right.
Okay, all right.
That is
right.
where it's at.
I don't want any of that filthy talk in here, man. You know.
No, I mean, like, absolutely not. This is a show not for kids.
Absolutely not.
It's a late night, but still at the same time, you know, we have fans from all over the place, and you know, I have a sneaking suspicion that there might be a lot of kids who are watching your animations, Jack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because the animations being like the fast laps, like when I just like speed up what you're doing. Like on one of them, right. I don't know if you saw I posted recently, it hit 500 views and it'd been only out for like 4 days.
Really?
Wow. Yeah, and I was like, and it's you know, like it's Chandler's music and it's you drawing just sped up to like a minute and like just under 2 minutes, I think.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that's why, you know, like it's not like there's no swearing. This show is actually it's not meant for kids. But at the same time, like there might be the people who are watching it to like watch how somebody draws. Anyway, I don't know for sure. I didn't actually look at the statistics. So, Bobbie, with that in mind,
just opened the
how
door.
do you feel about the absolute downer I brought to this conversation?
Hold it. You're gonna have to turn me back where I belong here. I got distracted by my being a little on the hotter side, opening my door and turning on the fan. So I lost complete track of where we were.
Yeah. I understand what you mean by hotter side now.
Yeah.
So
I was confused before.
Well, you know, I did have a AC window, you know, but I locked my stupid ass out of the house. And of course, my car keys were in my jacket I wore the other night. And I'm sitting on the porch in my chair talking to a new landlord who has no idea where any fucking spare key would be. And finally, it's a locksmith or nothing. And my aide, a woman who's been assigned to me 3 times a week to help me with cleaning, whatever. That's awesome. She is fierce. She came walking up to me and she said, "What's happening?" And I said, "I'm locked out." And she said, "You're not for long." And she climbed through my frickin' front window, pushed the damn AC out, and was freaked out because there were giant spiders. But you know. Damn.
Wow.
I mean, yeah. I mean, how many stars do you give her, man? All of them.
Depends on how many spiders.
Yeah, right. Did she mention how many spiders there were?
Well, she did mention a rather large one. I don't know if that counts for more.
I'd give her 2 stars for that alone. If there was more than one, I'd have to give her 4.
Well, there was more than one.
All right, so she's talking 4 stars out of 5 right now. Do you know what care agency she's working for?
I don't know if you need to blank it out, but it's called A Wise Choice with a Y.
All right, I was just giving you a shout out to whoever your care worker is. They might.
She is just wonderful. She is wonderful. Yeah. I love this girl. She is great. Oh, and, she had a little mishap with daycare with her ADHD 4-year-old daughter. And she showed up one time and she said, "Do you mind?" And I said, "No, not a fucking problem." But now I haven't been around, kids and God knows how long and no legal reason.
Right.
And
you just kind of, if you're not like part of like couples that like have kids around. Yeah. I've also noticed that. Like, I got to hang out with my niece not too long ago, and I was like, dang, because they're fun to hang out with, like kids exploring the world is so, like, precious.
But, I knew where she was coming from. I knew she was getting antsy and shit, and we found her, God, it was some cartoon that was like, oh, my God, only a 4-year-old. But yeah, I mean, she's been over. I think today was the fourth time, or actually yesterday was the fourth time. And I got her hooked the time before on Wallace and Gromit.
Hell yeah! Fuck yes, Wallace and Gromit. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
That was fun. Yeah. There's no cheese. And just shout out to claymation animation, which was the original. They turned CG, and that it looks the same and as good is fantastic. But just that they wanted to make animation and they decided to use clay.
Yeah, it was
because holy shit, that's meticulous.
I mean, and her name's Lisa, this little girl. And this last time, she put her fingers on both sides of her mouth and pulled them out. And she said, "Why doesn't he have a mouth like this?"
When he's talking.
So that you'll do that. So that you'll ask and do that.
Exactly. That's the fun bit of going cartoon. Is you get to do all the things.
Right.
Acting is fantastic, but there's surreal realities to bring to life too.
So I just said that's the way Wallace is. I wouldn't want him any other way.
Yeah, exactly. And who would?
But I forgot how really weird and sort of. I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but a 4-year-old's brain is refreshing.
Yeah, that's what I meant about my niece. Because they're humans without all their biases on them, and so they're kind of just experiencing the world. And then we lay all these rules on them as society grows, and I think a lot of them are for their good, and some of them we just hang on to culturally. But they're just they're living life, and so when we talk about I want to experience life, it's like that with as a child, eyes wide open, just interacting with everything without a judgment of it.
Yeah. Last time she had a fixation with my standy cane. I kept reaching for it
because it's new and
this right? time this time we knocked over my coffee cup, and I do not want to tell a person how to parent, but Mom went off a little on her, and she was so fucking sad, and I just had to say, this too shall pass. Mommy will calm down, everything will be fine. But wow. How did we get off on that tangent?
Well, it was we're just talking about experiencing life and how you have an aide that comes over, a lot of different things. Let me throw this out to all of you guys. Have you guys heard of Tilly Norwood? An
the AI
actress, quote unquote, actress from an AI studio, a studio in the UK.
Oh, yeah. I've seen this.
Thoughts? Have you seen that?
Of course, the first AI actress that a company makes to own is a teenage girl.
Yeah, that's
nothing creepy about that at all.
Very fair point. Well, in some ways, yes. In some ways, no. Right? Because now they can have the girl do the films without having to exploit anybody, except for all the artists that have come before her. Obviously, they trained her. Just to call that out. Also, I just want to call out how fantastic it is where you are in this shot, Jack, because it looks like your arms are Luna's arms, or Luna's arms are your arms. So you're just whoa!
I gotta see it, man. When are you guys wrapping it up and putting it in the can?
That is just definitely sounds like a gay innuendo that I cannot let slide by, Bobbie. You've been popping in the conversation.
What?
Wrapping it up and slipping it in the can? No way you didn't mean that unintentionally.
Oh, come on, man. That's a film term. Come on. You guys, come on. Put it in the can. The film, man.
I'm just messing. I'm just messing.
You're ready.
9:30 is the plan, but 9:30 our time, which I believe is 10:30 yours. So about
I have to leave at 9:30 sharp tonight.
About another hour from now is where we're at. If you're wondering, it's an hour and 15 minutes is kind of where we're at. If you need the precise timing, but yeah.
I got a 10 o'clock, but they know to probably expect me late tonight at that little workshop that I went to after the Funny Bone after this.
Gotcha. So 10 o'clock your time, which means that we are actually coming up on the conclusion of your show in about 40. Oh, but you'll need to travel also.
No, hell no. I mean, they know I'm always like 15, 20 minutes early reading my crap in the car over and over again.
Okay.
But I'm feeling a lot looser since I have the whole bubble thing going on in my head.
That makes sense.
So
yeah. When were you? And how much longer do we have with you on this conversation?
At least until 10. Or 10 my time.
10 your time. Okay, so about another 45 minutes. That's perfect.
There we go. All right.
So let me steer back because I do want to hear Jack. You said, of course, the thing is that they do is that they have a teenage girl. Gross. And I was like, okay, yeah, fine, but no one's exploited except for the people. What were your other thoughts on that? And then also, Aaron, I know that you have some thoughts.
I mean, my thoughts are essentially, just, I don't know, like. Obviously, they don't want to have to pay people to act while still like getting people to act.
Well, just not in defense of it, but scheduling is a bitch.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like obviously there's going to be some ways that people are going to be able to use AI to make things. But it's just like we just have to recognize it for the quality that it is. I mean, like we shouldn't hold up an AI actress with any kind. It's like, again, like it's all based off of the work and discipline that other human beings have done. And the only way that that is going to change and progress and grow in our experience to a human being is if other human beings are working on it. And so they have to be supported and trained and taught and given the opportunity to, fuck up and I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's just like antithetical to the whole idea of nurturing creativity. But I can understand how it can make people like, not have to deal with creative arts so that they can have, I don't know.
All the money for themselves.
Ultimately. A commercial, a movie, a music video, whatever, right. It's just like, okay.
So the artist's defense, he's saying that the guy who created it, I'm calling him an artist. I think he's also a filmmaker, so I guess that's fair to say all those things. But he's saying he believes that it's like another type of filmmaking. Where there's like, you make films, you make animation and different types of animation, and this is a type in there of films. So that just the thought is that I'm going to segue to Aaron. You don't have to exactly respond to that, but what are your thoughts on Tilly, Norwood in general?
Against the concept in general. Just like. Blanketly, I think everyone should, every other actor should refuse to work with, air quotes, her.
From the trailer, it doesn't seem like she actually needs any co-stars. I don't know if you guys watched this. I just saw it today. I was very interested. But it opens up as like a standard sort of like, group of people talking to the camera saying these things. And then you're like, okay, it's AI. But the whole point is to introduce her as an actress and the project that she's doing. And then I'm like, and they're showing you some scenes and there's people in them too. So, and obviously they're doing the voices. So, I think that might cause a problem if no actors are needed anymore. Further thoughts?
Yeah.
You throwing to me?
Oh no, I was just asking Aaron if he had any further thoughts, but I was going to come to Bobbie next.
I mean, why is AI being used to take away the fun stuff? Like, why isn't AI being used to take away the stuff we don't want to do?
There we go.
Like, make AI like harvest crops. Like,
yeah, it'll probably wind up just tariffing itself.
Yeah.
I think they are doing that as well, but I think the stuff we hear about the most is how it's doing the fun stuff, because that keeps funding flowing into projects that are building these large language models, or ways that they can collect data and sift through it quickly to give you the answer that you want. So I mean, I think like Tilly is just like what is it when you put up a banner or a poster, flagship or something? Is that the right word? Like, it's just supposed to draw a lot of
Tilly till the land.
It's what?
You make Tilly till the land. Give her a robot body.
There you go.
This is actually what the protest signs are going to be outside her movie premiere. Is going to be make Tilly till the land. Make Tilly till the land. Down with clankers.
Toaster.
And no phosphates.
And there's a generation down the road, probably a couple of generations, that's very embarrassed that I dropped such a heavy slur on artificial intelligent life, where I called them clankers in this episode. They're pulling up in the archives and they're like, "Oh my God, did he just say motherfucking clanker?" Or whatever.
I'll say toasters.
Right, yeah. Toasters is friendly. We recognize their non-humanity, but also their service. So,
yeah.
But they're... God, Bobbie, what are your thoughts on Tilly Norwood being an actress?
Okay, I am not familiar with that, but I am familiar with the whole AI thing I've been following, and
okay.
I guess I am against the idea of the talent that I've been seeing all my life from actors being replaced by this. Yeah. On the other hand, I've seen some funny ass shit that has been AI created that I don't think could be created any other way.
Yeah, exactly.
And beyond that, I mean, I'm thinking that there are just some special effects beyond our abilities right now, and it's awesome what we have now. But there are things that I've read that have been made into a movie, and there is no way they could have possibly gotten on film what was created in my head.
Fair. You think that these large language models are capable of doing that? You've seen that happening, is what you're saying?
I think it's the only possibility. Okay, because I don't know. I have no idea how they would create that. There was a let's see, it. If you're familiar with it, I'm sure
the horror
at
movie
least some of you are.
Stephen King.
The Stephen King novel, It. There's a point where they go into the, Pennywise's mind, and that just took me on a trip.
Yeah.
I don't know how in the hell you would put that on film.
Bobbie, you mentioned one of my absolute favorite books. It was one of those that I read and I was just blown away by the trip that Stephen had just taken us on. Because of that, because it's an exploration of what evil is, and none of the clown movies, in my opinion, have lived up to that. I mean, they've tried to get real close, but living up to where you're dang, it's the essence of evil.
Oh, I mean, no doubt. I mean,
Right?
the miniseries with Tim Curry. I mean,
yeah.
No one is going to top his Pennywise. I don't know why they even bothered with the second movie. I mean,
apples and oranges I think is the difference there. Some people like one and some people like the other. It is a very strong performance. I think nostalgia does a lot. People who see one first are definitely going to like that one above the other one, and I think they're both equally powerful. But they can't live up. I mean, you can't have an actor playing the that role. I don't think you could do it with AI either. It's just it's one of those. That was what you were making, but I don't know if I agree with you. Once I've got down that rabbit hole with you, what are your thoughts?
On what? I think you just talk circles around me logically, dear.
You said the point you were making was that the book itself, there's things that happen in the book that did stuff in your brain that you don't think we have the technology to complete yet, or like visualize,
or create in a special effects lab. I mean, my God, I've been watching Stargate SG-1 a lot lately, and just looking and saying, you know what? I feel like I'm in fucking space.
Were you making the point that you think that it's possible that in with AI that you could visualize the stuff from the book, or no?
I think it's possible. I think that's the only way it's possible right now with the technology we have.
That's interesting. A way to circumvent it. Guys, comment below. Agree, disagree with our points of view on artificial intelligence and what's happening with the Tilly Norwood and whatnot. I'm going to take a segue and just take a quick break to mention that this is a Cox and Space podcast. We're on Drawing with Jack, which is a behind-the-scenes podcast. And as you can see, I'm sometimes terrible at doing these segues. But Cox and Space is spelled COXinspace.com. You can get connected with us there. You can check out our Facebook and talk to Aaron Cosby about coming on the show, talking about the interesting things that you find interesting, just like we're talking with Bobbie here. You can also connect with our Patreon and help support us and help us fund the animation that we have coming up, because we are looking at a bill between $10,000 and $20,000 to pull off the animation. So $5 a month is all it takes for you or more to help us out. And so you can do that by going to our Patreon. You can also get connected with our Discord. And so with our Discord, you can just come hang out with us in the green room, find out what we talk about when we're not on the podcast, and then afterwards and hang out with our guests. There's Logan Gifford. Welcome to the show. Always coming on during the middle of the segue. Logan Gifford, of course, is an actor, producer on Cox and Space, as well as Aaron Cosby, the professor of comedy, who you can check out at professorofcomedy.com. We have Jack Haynes here, who is twitch.tv/Kopasu, streaming Mondays and Wednesdays, and sometimes even more, so watch him for all the activity. And our guest tonight, of course, is Bobbie Branco, the Bipolar Comic from Toledo, Ohio. Bobbie, do you have any socials that you want to shout out?
Geez, it's about the same. And I'm horrible with socials. In fact, my best friend said, one of my sons knows how to do promotion. Give him a call. I have Facebook under Bobbie Branco. It won't let me change it. I decided to go back with Bobbie Whitnie.
Okay.
My ancestors didn't do a damn thing for me, to me, and he was a great 6th grade teacher, but, Mr. Branco can keep his name. It sounded ridiculous, man. Bobbie Branco.
I thought it was pretty good. I was definitely on board. Bobbie Branco, the Bipolar Comic. It very much has a ring to it.
A ring to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I respect the choice to choose.
Well, I think I told you, I took my name back, the Bobbie part, because of these two wicked little girls.
Let's say you said,
but they made fun of the whole thing, Bobbie Whitnie. So I almost said it again. The one thing that I would say if I tried to tell this on stage would probably get me, banished to the. What the hell was that zone in Superman? Anyway,
Phantom Zone.
The Phantom Zone. Fuck those. Blah blah. So I'm Bobbie Whitnie on Facebook. I got a Instagram that I never use or seldom use. Let's see. Oh yeah, I did change my name on YouTube, so it's more easily searched for.
Nice.
And I'm under Bobbie Whitnie, just a Y, but I'm working on just changing it to IE so it's more mine.
Okay, I got you. And I've seen that you put the IE on the end of Bobbie as well.
Yeah, so I just gotta wait for Facebook to say, okay, change your name again, dumbass.
Well, we are glad to have Bobbie Whitnie, the Bipolar Comic, and we are here on the Bipolar Rodeo. Bipolar Rodeo 3, Logan. What is up, man? What have you brought for Bobbie? Because I know you're not here for no reason. You are.
Okay.
I mean, I definitely was just here to tune in and just kind of, give to the conversation where I could.
Nice. Did you didn't even know that we had Bobbie Whitnie on tonight?
No. I just knew there was something going on, and I was like, hell, all right. I'll tune in. I got tomorrow off. I got some time.
That's what's up.
So, gentlemen. Hello, Bobbie. I think this is the first time you and I have officially met.
Oh, you have not gotten on the Bipolar Rodeo and ridden the Bipolar Rodeo? All right, well, sweet. Welcome, Logan.
Well, the great thing about having me on is the tons of fans that I have that are clamoring for me.
I mean, I'm telling you, that is like 50% of our viewership at this point. So thank you to Bobbie's tons of fans who are faithfully watching his videos. We're also just grateful because we've been here through the ups and downs with Mr. Bobbie. Because first when we met him, he was Bobbie Whitnie, the Bipolar Comic. He had busted his leg, and he was not able to even, communicate because he was on a lot of oxys, and it was in front of a large audience. And he had to be dragged out, and he found out that he had to entertain everybody on the way out, even the paramedics. But we saw a redemption because Bobbie Branco the Bipolar Comic was reborn and came back with new teeth on the Bipolar Rodeo 2. He had new teeth. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah. And so we have ridden the ride with Bobbie Branco Whitnie, the Bipolar Comic, and what we've seen is not a man. I tell you, what we've seen is a phoenix rising from the ashes, and that is why I'm so glad to be a part of the Bipolar Rodeo 3. Oh, you guys are all here together with us. This is just. I didn't catch the audience up before, so Logan, I'm glad that you get to be our guy. Do you feel like you understand the celebration situation?
See, and one of the things that I can relate to from the experience is being off of a bunch of oxys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was delicious.
It's delicious, right?
It can be delightful at times, but other times you black out and lose your wallet.
Yeah, you just damn.
I'm with Alice, man. Feed your head. That's what I do.
What? So you're just
damn, they cut me off those things too. Bastards.
Those fuckers, right?
There have been some times where I've had to be on painkillers, and definitely that cloud effect where you're like, you know what? Nothing does matter in the best way.
I swear to God, one time I was laying in bed and I thought my heart was about to stop.
Wow.
And I think I was on a mixture of painkillers and muscle relaxers, and I remember thinking just this is fine. If this is how I go, this is cool. I'm not even gonna do anything. I'm all right with that. But yeah, everything is cool. Whatever.
I've had that feeling before.
Yeah. And then I woke up 2 hours late for school the next day.
Oh, are we talking? Juvenile drug experiences?
Yeah. Because how far does that come back for you, Bobbie?
What's that?
Juvenile drug experiences. Yeah.
Oh, well, you know what? We're not going to use the R word, but everyone considered me one of those because I wouldn't smoke weed until the summer before my senior year. But I did understand that frickin' alcohol could wash away the whole home experience. So yeah, I was a pretty good drunk for my whole high school career. Then I branched out a little.
I gotcha. I guess was it easier to get access to alcohol because your parents had it?
Oh hell no, man!
Oh.
I had a good friend who was an upperclassman, and the drinking age was 18 back then. All you had to do was
he says
jump across the border to Michigan and bring it back. And down here, when you were 18, you had watered down 3.2% beer, and that's all you were allowed when you were 18.
Okay, so you just wanted to get gas? Is that what I'm understanding? You just wanted to get gas, like loose stools the next day? That was basically all you were signing up for? Was that 3.2% alcohol beer?
It was 9 of those. It's not going to be too much fun.
Yeah, you're just peeing a lot.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, I mean, those little King's cream ales that came down from Michigan for me, baby. Those would lock you for a loop.
Man, I tell you what, when I was in high school, we did malt liquor.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we were doing 40 ounces.
I don't know what the proof is, but yeah.
Yeah, we were doing 40 ounces, fucking Old English, Colt 45.
I'm familiar with
it. There was another one too, like Kingsman or some shit.
Wow.
And
oh god.
Oh yeah, we would always get those and just fucking party down with like 40 ounces. We'd play beer pong with malt liquor. Like we had a gross time.
A gross time.
When I was in high school, we had chocolate malts with whipped cream.
Oh, wow.
Everybody has their vices.
Stay gold, Cosville.
Was Daisy Sue serving the counter that day, or what?
There you go. Yeah, exactly. Aaron is actually from an alternate timeline where he's coming directly from the 1950s. The magical era, apparently.
She would say that the girl behind the bar serving the sundaes was real swell.
Oh.
I used to say Peachy Keen like all the time when I was in high school.
Peachy Keen that's a deep cut.
Wow. Yeah, I used to drink Everclear. You guys ever had that?
I had a friend who did.
Because we would breathe fire. You could use it to blow fire if you mix it with lamp oil. Fun times.
I actually have a really funny story about Everclear. It was like one of the second times that I had met my girlfriend or my fiance now.
Your wife? No, you're married. You have your marriage license.
Yeah.
Y'all two are. That's it.
Yeah, the state officially considers us married. Yes.
Recognized.
I've signed a contract with the government that says I am with another person for the rest of my life.
Exactly, contractually, in the legal sense. You see what I'm saying, guys? That's the one. That's where it counts. In the legal sense.
So you are.
That's where it's at.
So you are allowed. You are allowed the biblical sense.
Yeah. The legal sense.
Oh.
But
wow, he gets to land biblical. That's crazy.
But the legal sense is where it's at. So you've done it. Congratulations.
I forgot what I was gonna say, guys.
You were seeing something with your then fiance, is what you were saying.
Oh yeah, so Everclear, baby. The Everclear story.
Thank you. Nice.
So we went out there to one of her friends' houses. Who, unfortunately, I'll share that story near the end. But we went out to one of her friends' houses, and like I said, this is one of my first times meeting all of her friends and all of her coworkers and stuff. And they had made down here what's called swamp frog, and it's essentially I don't know what you'd call it, anywhere else, jungle juice.
I was going to say jungle juice generally has Evercleared it. Fruit juice of some sort, or whatever kind of sweet drink you pour everything into it.
But dude, down here they get creative. They do 7-Up, Everclear, Kool-Aid, you know, like the powder packets. They'll put Kool-Aid powder in it and like turn it crazy colors and shit. Like it's pretty cool. So anyway,
I've definitely had. Yeah. What did you call it?
So swamp frog.
Swamp frog. Yeah.
What they call it here. Yeah.
Louisiana.
Yeah. You know it. So they had made a batch of that. I didn't realize that there was Everclear in it. I thought it was rum punch or something. You know, I didn't think I was gonna get. Yeah, I didn't think nothing was gonna get too crazy.
It's like what 96, 91%, something like that. Alcohol?
Something like that. Yeah, it's super crazy. I think the proof on it is like 110 or 111.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's probably more than that if it's 90%. It's like 180. Because 151 you can light on fire.
Yeah, 190 is the grain alcohol proof of Everclear, and it's 95% alcohol. No, so exactly. So you didn't think you were gonna get messed up.
So yeah, I had 2 cups of it. Like I said, I was supposed to drive Bailey home.
Oh geez, not after 2 cups of Everclear.
So it ends up I'm like 3 cups deep, and I realize, like, someone mentioned, like, there's Everclear in that, and I'm like, there's Everclear in this? I'm 3 cups deep. And then like Thanos snapped his fingers, bro. It hit me, and I was like, oh no. And I heard some people had a blunt lit in the other room. I was like, let me go try and get in rotation on this blunt. I gotta straighten myself up.
Yeah, level.
You know, let me get my mind right. So I go in there and I'm waiting on the blunt, but there's like 20 people in there. I'm like, man, by the time this blunt gets to me, it's gonna be all wet and lippy and shit. I'm thinking about that, and all the time I'm just getting like more and more nauseated because the Everclear is just, my body is just rejecting it.
Right.
So,
it's a lot to take in at one time for sure.
I start getting like super nauseated. I jump up from the rotation, and I think I was like 2 people away from hitting the blunt. I jump up, and I'm like, "Where's the bathroom?" And somebody's like, "Over there, man." And I'm like, "Over there, thanks." I run out, dude. I make it to the kitchen.
No.
Dude, I get sick on their fucking dishes.
No,
I gotta work
now. It's the worst.
Dude, I felt like shit. Because, bro, imagine my face. I'm sitting there just red, fucking washing dishes in somebody else's sink. Bailey walks up, "You all right?" And I'm just like, "We gotta go." I was just fucking traumatized. But that was, like I said, that was like, I think the 2nd or 3rd time that we had like gotten together and gone to like met with her friends.
Right.
And I made myself the prettiest girl at the ball, and then left with no explanation.
Hey, Bobbie, we are in the last like 15 minutes before 10 o'clock. So
okay.
I just want to give you the heads up about that. What's up?
I feel inspired to tell one of my drunken stories.
This is fantastic. I just like, here, the platform is yours. So this time is yours.
Let's go, Bobbie.
Okay. I think we're talking junior year, and like every red-blooded heterosexual male at the time, I acted. And
we salute you, Bobbie.
And there was a big cast party at one of the actors or actresses' house. Parents were gone, and I had procured one of those big ass bottles of vodka from Michigan. Nice. And I was mixing it with Tang.
Oh wow!
Tang is a deep cut.
Yeah, that. Did you just put it straight into the bottle?
Oh no! I was mixing it at a table in a glass there.
Okay, fair enough.
So
you can just pour, you drink a little, pour some.
Yeah, I made an instant screwdriver. So
oh my God,
high quality
vodka and Tang powder.
Yeah,
I was an ingenious kid, man.
That's reckless maneuvers.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you got to salute the man from just like sheer genius.
Oh no, that's crazy work.
It's worse. It gets. I mean, the lead up was worse because anytime I had to do something, I couldn't eat all day. So I'm munching on whatever was there. I'm downing these. I get pigeonholed by a girl I know's little sister, and she pulls me in, and we fall down. I lost my balance with her. We fell down these stairs all the way to the bottom.
Oh, wow.
She's right by me.
Wow.
And I ralphed right on the wall, right next to her head.
Wow.
Oh,
it was a hell of a cue. I mean, so, you know, she sort of lost interest in me.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Fair play.
But okay, to the Everclear thing here. I've never had it.
Okay.
But
it's a dangerous substance.
Yeah. You don't see it slipping up until it slaps you right across the face and is like, you're wasted.
Yeah. But, you know, back when I was causing property damage in Orlando, Florida, when I was in the Navy.
That's the facts. Okay.
That's a pretty crazy way to preface a story, man. Yeah. But that's awesome.
And also, it seems like it has a backstory.
I was driving around in a beat up, used, had to be used, I don't know, 67 Robin's Egg Blue sedan DeVille, the 2-door mothers.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
And my good friend from Findlay up here, who I went to college with, came down there to visit. And I got invited to a party, invited him along. I made a turn, and all 4 hubcaps flew off. Collected them up. We get to this party. we get to this party, and my friend brought along a bottle of Everclear.
Wait a minute.
Wait, yeah.
I'm still after all.
Wait, yeah. No, wait, you can't just breeze. You can't just breeze by all 4 hubcaps popped up.
Awesome.
Well, I took the turn a little fast. I mean, I wasn't a licensed driver at the time. Okay.
I did that one time. I spun the car out and popped a tire.
Satellite just whip it off at the same time. That's gotta be a sight, man.
Seriously.
So anyway, those are in the back seat. My buddy comes into the house with me, bottle of Everclear, and he runs out into it's an oval where the house is, and I find him on the grass, and he's on his back snoring, and I asked the guys to get me a can of shaving cream.
Oh, no.
And I covered his glasses with them so he'd think he was blind when he woke up. Because, you know, Everclear.
Right.
So anyway, I get him to the car, and he leans in, and he filled a hubcap with his stomach contents. So you see
it's relevant to the story.
The hubcaps pretty much saved my interior.
Yeah. What cost?
God, what cost? You can put them outside. They can smell like puke outside. Put them on the back right wheel, far away from you. You never have to smell it until it's real windy.
I'm pretty sure I left it on the pavement there and ran.
You're just like, nope. Somebody finds a puke-filled hubcap. Oh God.
It's hilarious because the way he describes it, I just imagine it like a Goodfellas scene.
Anthony, get the shaving cream. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, fucking totes him in the back seat. He doesn't even make a sound. He just spills over and just. I've only witnessed that once, dude. Like, there was a guy. We used to have house parties at my house. And my older brother did anyway. And all of his buddies, they would get super messed up. And I saw a guy one time, he was holding a bowl of chips in his hand. And I'm not going to say his name because he's, there's allegations and shit and whatever.
Oh, really? Wow, allegations. Let's okay.
Allegations.
Do you know him in the legal sense? Wait, hang on. In the legal sense,
I haven't kept up with the thing, but all I'll say about it is that the guy never left high school. That's all I'll say.
Fair. In your opinion,
if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's some people.
Sounds like he's not beating the allegations.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure, like, that's already been established that he's like kind of a fucking weirdo. But anyway.
Okay. That gives the basis.
I never left 7th grade. What are you talking about? High school.
Honestly, sometimes I feel that way about myself too. Like sometimes I wake up and I feel like I'm like, oh shit, I got to get ready for school, and then I realize, no, dude, you're about to be 30. You have a job.
Right.
Like sometimes I wake up and I still hear my mom beating on my door with a coat hanger. Like time for school.
Wow. Right.
And
that's what's fucked up. Like, you ever have your dad wake you up? Your dad's always like chill about it. He's like, hey, bro, come on, get up. Come on, dude, get up. We're going fishing. Get up. Wow. And your mom is like, come on, we have to go shopping. Like, fuck, mom. Okay, shit.
That was both my parents. My mom would be like, get your ass out of bed now. It is 7:00. Get your ass out of bed.
Right.
I can still hear the call that my mom would make. Because I had an older brother, and of course, we had bedrooms next to each other on the opposite side of the house.
Right.
And she would every morning. It would be Nathan, Logan, and then if we didn't get up, she'd come and fucking beat on our doors and knock on them. Eventually, she'd open them, beat on them with hangers. Get up, time for school. At like 6:15 in the morning, and I'm like, dude.
Well, there's a lot of things you gotta do. You can't just roll up to school. As a child, she looks like she's a mess if you roll up to school as a child, but still, yeah. Bobbie,
dude, I was definitely rolling up to school looking crazy. I would have my gym uniform under my shorts, so I didn't have to, dressing out was just like going in the locker room and just taking off my school uniform and then just like shedding a skin. Because I'm, bashful person, but the type of shorts that I had were shorter than, and like just by like a little bit, but they were shorter than the gym shorts. So people would always comment like, are you wearing your gym uniform under your uniform? And I'd be like, fuck you. How about that?
How about that?
Yeah.
It does even. What are you asking me for? Bobbie, let me ask you this. I think we're 5 minutes before 10, but I would like your thoughts. I was thinking about how it's odd that even as you continue to age, you find yourself more and more like in this timeless place where you've always been the same person, but the body you're in changes. Do you have any thoughts about that, being a person who is, in your 60s, right?
That's profound. I feel that.
Well, I hope there's time. Look,
give me all you got.
Over the past 5 years, I've been trying to figure out what makes me me. After a complete break with reality, and near as I can tell, and I don't know, I could be wrong, but I feel that I was locked in at a 12-year-old mentality. And I think I told you about all the crap that happened to me that reached ahead when I was 12.
Yeah, guys, look back at the Bipolar Rodeo 1 and 2 if you guys want to check it out.
Yeah. So, it's the only thing that makes sense to me. Maybe someone's just going to say to me, grow up. I've heard that before, and easier said than done.
Right.
Absolutely.
There's stuff that goes on in you that you have to work out. You can't just avoid.
Right.
Yeah. So, I took some generous steps with trying to confront my past. And I think I told you about that too, my trip back to New Jersey.
Yeah.
And actually that's what prepared me to finally do something other than, hide in my house. And, I went and did a karaoke, and the next month I did my first stand-up, and here we are.
You guys can also check out Bobbie's karaoke, which has been posted in the Chandler chat, because we got his smooth canoodlings. I
was wondering what that was, and now that I know what it is, I'm gonna go check that.
It is fantastic, and we actually featured it on Chandler in the episode that it came on in. So it was awesome, and I asked him to remix it. I hope you don't mind. I'm not sure if he's going to or not because he hasn't said yes or no. But
I've nailed Behind Blue Eyes a lot better than that. I put myself on the spot.
Well, it was the wabi sabi of it. To call back to a guest that we had on Wednesday, not that you have to watch these episodes consecutively or anything, but like this, it wasn't a perfect performance, and that was what the character of it. That I was like, man, if you mix that into a
part
song,
of what makes it art.
Yeah, it's like because there's going to be some really like fine-tuned notes where they hit and like there'll be a beat, and then like the way that your voice like breaks the song would be a fun. And I don't know, it was all conceptual. I don't make music. I was just thinking about music.
Oh, I just sing. I mean,
yeah,
I did try to learn music theory when I went to college and failed because some professor said I should that I knew before college, and man. Theory takes the fun out of it, man. It really does.
Interesting for some people.
Don't worry,
for sure.
man. I failed chemistry because I didn't do college homework.
So. Okay. I didn't do much homework either, buddy. That's what got me where I am today.
So, Bobbie, let me ask you this: do you feel like you have found yourself like who you are, and it's like you're finally being true to your true self?
Well, there is a lot that I still want to change about myself. I do suffer from social anxiety, more properly social awkwardness. So yeah, I thought that maybe doing stand-up would help, but it's apparently everything forward of the microphone is safe, and everything the other direction I don't know how to deal with.
Well, welcome to the club.
That's an interesting way to put it,
my friend. Forward from the microphone. Aaron, would you say that you're most comfortable when you're on stage with the microphone in your hand because you know what your role is at that point in a social situation?
Yeah.
Same.
I know. It's the only time I know that people want to hear me talk, and off stage I'm just guessing.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And that pressure can be
anything.
Honestly, I'm sorry if I can interject.
Please interject.
And I was just gonna say for Aaron, like, that's honestly really funny for you to say as like from a layman's person, I'm just some guy. To see you as a comic who's out there like making a living doing it, or at least part of the way.
It's part of the life, right? Is that what you mean?
To know that like you're just guessing is crazy to me.
That's what the word
That's
is.
fucking wild. Like,
off stage is
you just go up there and wing it, Cosbiel?
No, he's saying the opposite. That when you're on stage, standing behind a microphone, that makes sense. But when you have any other social interaction otherwise, it's so much chaos because you're not sure if they want to listen to you, that you're not sure if they're engaged, you don't know what their intentions are. At least in the social situation of being a stand-up comic, you know exactly what your role is. And that's why I say, too, like as a performer who gets to do crowd work sometimes as an improviser, I get to go wild because I know that's exactly what they showed up for. As a normal human being, I don't do that in the grocery store because I'm pretty sure that's not what they're looking for. That's not the experience that they want at this time.
I'm going to be a weird and silly person wherever I'm at.
Fair enough.
But on stage, I know that it's okay.
But
on
like
stage, I'm just,
the level,
like putting myself upon other people and hoping.
Thank you, Bobbie. Is that kind of what you're saying?
Well, actually, I am in final approach to the runway here.
That's awesome, buddy.
I did.
Thank you for coming on.
I did try to listen, but when I went to find my shirt, I lost track of everything everybody was saying. So,
my friend, don't let us keep you. I'm so sorry. It's great to have you on. Have a great meetup or show, and let's talk about Bipolar Rodeo 4.
Okay, man. Whenever you're ready.
Okay, dude. I'll talk to you later.
It was great to meet you, Bobbie. Thanks. It's been an honor.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you, Logan. I love the picture. Do you have a good dermatologist? Your skin looks flawless.
The funny part about my profile picture, if I can just kind of spin the arm for a minute.
It's gotta go. He has a thing to get to.
I really gotta go, guys.
All right, he will deliver it to us on the podcast, and you can check out the podcast that gets the story. Bobbie, thank you again so much. All right, we'll talk soon.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Adios.
Have I told you how much I love that guy? He's not even left yet, but I also want to tell you, as the podcast continues without him, as he figures out how to hang up, I really do. I do love, love Bobbie Bronco. I knew it. I was just messing with you a bit, but I just wanted everybody to know, as an aside on the podcast, and I'm glad you're hearing this too. You're like, I always love it so much when you come on. So it's probably the red button that looks like a phone.
Okay, yeah, boomer syndrome. Later, guys.
Adios.
Bye, buddy. See, I knew it. I wasn't making fun of him. It sounded like I was making fun of him.
Syndrome.
But I knew he was confused at that moment because he said goodbye and then it was like, oh fuck. But no, I do. Thank you guys for being here for the Bipolar Rodeo 3 because this is a magic moment for me personally. As you know, I really, really like guests who will they speak their mind and go places with the conversation. So Bobbie always does that. Like every time I've talked to him, we've just had all sorts of conversations. Logan, what's up, buddy?
That guy's cool.
Yeah, he's real fun. We'll probably have fun soon. It's good to have you on the show, Logan. Welcome back to Drawing with Jack here.
Oh yeah, man.
You were here the other night with John.
I want to say hello to Jack and thank him for streaming No Man's Sky in VR the other night. Because,
Damn son.
As a No Man's Sky player, that was tight. It makes me want to get a VR just to play No Man's Sky because I'm already super into it. I've been playing it on an Xbox. I started doing it not long after I got hurt because I needed, something to do while I was sitting at home for 3 months. So I played No Man's Sky, and dude, it's really a great game. Despite having no voice acting, it's well written, and there's beautiful things that are said. I think one of my favorite quotes I think I sent you, Skip, was you talk to a Korvax cartographer, someone who makes maps. And he says to you, life is not a question. It doesn't, or life is beautiful if you let it be. It is not a question, and it does not need an answer. It's some quote like that. Jack, have you gotten to that point?
I mean, it's procedurally generated, so some of that dialogue, I don't know if that's something that was scripted or if it was procedurally generated, but
I mean, some of it is beautiful.
Yeah. No, the story itself is pretty heartbreaking.
It's heartbreaking. It's hardcore and it's meta. That's what I like. It
reinforces the idea that our universe is fractal too. It's just on a much higher order of complexity than a video game, obviously. Yeah. But
is that what's been causing everybody to question? Are we in the Matrix?
What's that?
Is that what's been having everybody question in the last few years, pretty hard? Are we in the Matrix? Because I've noticed since that game has come out, there's been a rise of people being like, oh shit, is this a real world? Have I just landed on this planet? Is this the Matrix?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's that game. I mean, I think a lot of people, once they discover the idea AI. Like a lot of ideas philosophically lead back to solipsism, because the idea that the universe is completely made like either by us or for us for our singular experience.
Yeah, okay, fair. Right.
Everyone else's experience is like it doesn't matter because they're not having like a real experience or whatever they're made up for.
I like the idea of a cyclical universe.
NPCs.
Yeah, that's a closed energy, cyclical universe. Everything is being like made and then remade, possibly with new physics every time.
And the only reason I like cyclical universe is because to me that's what proves what what deja vu is.
Yeah.
Like, you get that feeling like I've been here before.
I don't know.
It's because you've had this experience in a universe that was very close to yours.
Yeah. The explosion has happened again and again.
Yeah. Like
the Big Bang begets Big Crunch begets Big Bang begets Big Crunch.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as
the thing that we have to
eventually run out, but what happens when everything's crunched? I don't know. It seems like it has a difference.
Yeah, it seems like there's a point where it would end.
Crunch bars are
right?
underrated. I'm hungry now. Crunch bars.
We're from No Man's Sky to end universe theories, guys. What are we doing?
Hey, so I had a quick question for you, Logan, because the other night you were insisting that there was no such thing as space-time. Is that right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Quite the opposite. That space-time exists, and we need to understand that. Like, it was a question of power scaling again, because someone's ability to manipulate space-time is pretty fucking crazy. Like,
I think it's like localized though. Yeah, that was like the idea.
You know what I mean? And it's like, so if dark matter enables the manipulation of space-time, Dax is more powerful than anything we've written so far.
Well, but also in a localized nebula, within the Lullaby Nebula, I think that's the case. Is that his ability to bend space-time exists there? I think there's like different spurts.
But does dark matter not carry the same property in other places, or is it just stronger there?
I think it's magnified there in the Lullaby Nebula.
Because it's
catch
the
everybody
Lullaby
up. This is
Nebula
episode 3 we're talking about. Sorry, look, Aaron, please give us a lure.
Yeah. Well, the Lullaby Nebula, like the dark matter shapes the universe, and in the Lullaby Nebula, the dark matter is what empowers it to be a nebula where musicals happen. Like, it affects reality, and that's what dark matter has. It just has reality warping properties.
So it's a much higher concentration in that nebula, which is why the musicals happen, and which is why.
That's why enough of it. With
you guys talking about that Star Trek episode?
No, I'm sorry. I should have cut you up because you're our audience member in this case, because you don't hear this. This is episode 3, which is called all words I have to bleep out for this episode, but.
Oh, gotcha.
It's a musical episode, and inside the Lullaby Nebula, a musical happens.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So. Fun times. We're actually hoping to get the project underway musically next weekend. So I'm excited. Guys, check out Chandler, because Aaron and I should both be there at that time and listening in for this new music. I think in a lot of ways the musical episode is as charming as this single song is that Luna is singing. And so I think that it's pretty poignant, for it, because it's these small birds, tits, who are, there's a quartet of them, and they're singing all together, and they're kind of like making this little story for themselves.
Gotcha.
It's a shaggy dog. It's a super cute like button, because it's just to make sure that they go to bed.
Yeah, with a story.
Yeah, with a story, a life or death story. They put people in danger over. So
Yeah,
as
it's like
far
a
as the
non
cops,
episode of
it's definitely a Q episode.
Of-
Like in more ways than I'd even hoped to at the beginning.
It reminds me more of those like original series, like random gods.
Oh, where they run into
that
random
they
gods.
run into.
Okay, I got you. Okay. I'm not as well versed in the original series. Jack, that's your bag, right?
I mean, it's not really my bag. I'm definitely a TNG Voyager guy, but I have seen the original series. I know exactly what Coswell's talking about, and he's right. The original series only had one named god, Trelane, and then the rest were. I mean, I guess they were named Greek gods too, but they were like alien. They were kind of like Asgardians in the MCU. They're like aliens that were just like super powerful, and they like had traveled to Earth for fun. They were like just unnamed alien species that just my name is Apollo. I came to Earth many moons ago.
Kind of like
Give me tribute.
Kind of like the Silver Surfer, where he's just like, I'm here.
Yeah, it's true. Or like, I'm just out here floating in space.
I grow weary of these humans.
Yeah.
Is he basically the blue guy from the Watchmen?
Silver Surfer? No,
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
Dr. Manhattan, I think his name is. No. Okay.
No.
Gotcha. Okay. Fair.
Yeah,
Silver Surfer's an alien, whereas Dr. Manhattan is like a mutant guy.
No.
From Earth.
I think Dr. Manhattan happens by accident.
Dr. Manhattan is a fourth dimensional being that exists at all times, like consciously at all, like
at one point.
He could. I mean, Dr. Manhattan would never get touched by the Silver Surfer. The Silver Surfer has the power cosmic, and so is like a really heavy hitter in the MCU, I guess. But
Okay, Jack, I want to pick your brain on some fights right quick.
Okay.
Okay, so we already have Dr. Manhattan versus the Silver Surfer.
Yeah. Dr. Manhattan every day of the week.
Dr. Manhattan clean.
No contest.
Let's go Dr. Manhattan versus Thanos.
I mean, Dr. Manhattan again. Okay. I mean, again,
Dr.
Thanos even with the Infinity Gauntlet
is Franklin Richards.
Yeah, exactly. Like Dr. Manhattan not only has like, I mean, so like Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet, he's like at the controls of the computer for the universe, right? But Dr. Manhattan
Manhattan, could he not?
No, because Dr. Manhattan, he's outside of the universe looking down on Thanos, being like, that's crazy. Like,
is there no beating Dr. Manhattan? Is that what it is?
No, not if he doesn't want to be beat. Because
not in a third dimensional space. You'd have to go to this. You'd have to fight him in his own space, in fourth dimensional space.
Yeah, not only does he have total control over three-dimensional space because he's fourth-dimensional, but he sees all of three-dimensional space at the same time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you'd have to somehow attack him outside of time because he can
crazy.
See all of time.
One above all?
Yeah, that's actually. I didn't realize that this was a story. I hadn't thought about it so much like that, but that's the basis of the novel that I wrote a couple of years ago. Is about how
Watchmen goes hard as fuck.
I'm
sorry.
With like how you have to attack a god outside of time in order to defeat like an actual god. Because of course, I was like in the cult mentality and thinking about the description of the Jewish God as this like, alpha and omega, a fourth dimensional being, right? One that is outside of time, that looks at time, and is in control of time because it's like in a dimension outside of it, right? Like it's to us, to them, it's a ball or whatever. Anyway, that's cool.
Okay, so let's start over with the fight.
Okay. So how
Punisher versus Batman?
But hang on. Wait, he said the only one who could compare to him is Richards, which is the new Final Four son that they introduced.
Well, Franklin Richards is a cosmic level being that is on the he's on par with the Living Tribunal, Infinity, and those. I don't think he's quite on par with the One Above All, because the One Above All is essentially the stand-in for like all powerful, like God. Like, I mean, you know, something so powerful.
There has to be a God in the universe, right? A God over all the gods. It doesn't
even necessarily have a will, you know. It's just like it represents like the ultimate plot device. Like, it's essentially just like more. It's the one above all. I mean, like, it will always be above like everything else, you know. Like it, you know. So yeah, but Franklin Richards is, you know, he's the closest thing that the Marvel Universe has to Dr. Manhattan. He would be the only being that could potentially like approach Dr. Manhattan on his level. But I don't think that he would really be able to, in just the way that we understand Dr. Manhattan. I mean, you know, Dr. Manhattan has reset the DC universe.
Whatever happened with the button? Did you pay attention? Because I never
the button. Please, I'm the audience member now. What is it? What is the button?
The DC universe rebooted to the New 52 for a while universe, and it was an experiment of Dr. Manhattan to remove hope or something. I didn't quite understand it.
Whoa.
But,
he wanted to see what would happen if Superman. Sorry to interrupt you, guys. He wanted to see what would happen to Superman. Well, basically, what would happen to the heroes of the DC universe if he did make these slight changes that removed, like certain foundational experiences for them. Because he thought that life didn't have. I think the ultimate thing was he didn't think life had a redeeming quality ultimately. And he felt like this was the perfect way to test that theory, to see if the qualities of someone like Superman came about even if he didn't have. I think his parents died early, like they were both killed or something like that.
And of course, Peter Parker has his Uncle Ben forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although that's Marvel, not DC. But,
sorry. Right.
Yeah. So essentially, Batman's parents never die.
Yeah. So wait, he just becomes like a spoiled brat.
Well, I mean, the thing is that, I mean, even in this new timeline, the thing that ultimately happened, Superman made the choice to, even though Dr. Manhattan revealed that he'd been fucking with everybody like they were toys, and he basically one-shotted everyone in the DC universe. I mean, he one-shotted everyone.
Oh my God.
And it was just Superman that was left, and Superman made the choice to save Dr. Manhattan at the last second from someone that was trying to attack him, and it made Dr. Manhattan realize that beings do make their own choices, and there could be redeeming qualities, and even he didn't know what was going to happen ultimately. So that in and of itself means that life has to have a chance to make a case for itself. And so he remade the DC universe, I think, back to kind of what it was like. But they still have the New 52, and now they have the Absolute Universe, which is basically Darkseid doing the exact same thing. Because
what is
it turns out...
Oh, Darkseid. Okay, gotcha. The character.
Darkseid, yeah, so there's this really convoluted story where the Darkest Night, which is the Batman the Batman who laughs. That was
the Batman who laughs.
Oh, okay.
So fucked.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he was infected with the Joker toxin, and he discovered the multiverse, and he found a Dr. Manhattan in the multiverse that he was able to lobotomize or something like that. I can't remember.
Oh my God.
But he basically took the powers of Dr. Manhattan as the Batman who laughed, And
oh my god, he's too OP.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a universal destroyer there. Like that's Endgame. It's over.
So he remade the DC universe, and the DC universe that he remade, he like made Apocalypse. I think this is what happened. I could like be making all this up now, but like they found a way to stop him. But like before they found a way to stop him, he made Apocalypse like this all powerful being, and then Apocalypse like made his own universe, and that's how we have the absolute universe that's happening now. Where
I'm about to say, I've seen like Joker Absolute, like I've seen like screenshots and like frames of like Joker Absolute and shit where he looks like Venom, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck is going on?
Absolute
Batman right now.
Wild. Absolute Batman is wild.
Well, that's the universe that everybody's been like crying for like a really long time, because I mean, you're talking about the Frank Miller era of Batman, right?
I mean, no. I mean, it's definitely inspired by it.
Frank Miller had an era of Batman.
Oh yeah. I mean, that was the Dark Knight Returns.
Oh shit. Okay.
Are you talking about like so? And that's the beginning of like the throne of the darkness. Yeah, I know that people have been wanting that, so that is cool. So the absolute universe is that playing out?
Yeah, it's like the absolute universe is like Darkseid making. Yeah, sorry, I have to go.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we have like 5 minutes left in the show. I totally was not paying attention. After that.
Damn, we don't get to go through the superhero fight.
No, it's okay. But do you want to give us the stuff?
Punisher, Batman. It really depends on prep time, because Batman is just undefeatable if he has prep time. But the Punisher, when
I would
he
say Punisher, like they both know that they're about to fight each other.
I mean, only if they had to fight each other, because the Punisher...
They're both coming at their absolute best. Who comes out on top?
I mean, if they're both coming at their absolute best, I mean, Batman.
The Punisher every time!
No way.
Come on!
No way. Nuh-uh.
Yes!
Frank Castle, I mean, he's not going to be...
my ass! Come on!
I mean, Frank Castle... If Frank Castle
is a lead killer!
No. Batman is Batman. Batman has pushed himself to the absolute pinnacle of human feat, and a little bit beyond that. I mean, Batman is doing feats that are comparable to Captain America. You know what I'm saying?
Guys,
and this is what I'm saying.
I know that you were.
Boy, Jack.
I mean, the Punisher versus Batman's parents, though.
Oh,
Punisher. No, dude, it's just Batman.
Frank Castle versus Batman's parents.
Batman's taking on metahumans. No, the Punisher. I mean, the Punisher can keep up with street level people. He can barely keep up with Daredevil, and he can't even really keep up with Daredevil. Ooh. He's not. I mean, Batman.
Shots fired.
No, the Punisher. I mean, the Punisher is awesome, but the Punisher is good because he is doing street level stuff, and he's making an example of everybody else that wants to take the law into their own hands, but not. I mean, for any of the reasons that I think somebody would ever make that terrible choice. I mean, the Punisher is a character that understands that he can be the only one of him that there is. You know what I'm saying? The Punisher won't fight Captain America because he knows that Captain America represents a real soldier, somebody that's fighting for duty, somebody that's fighting for honor, for country. The Punisher isn't fighting for any of those things. The Punisher is fighting because he thinks it just has to be done. This is a terrible job that must be done because there's evil in the hearts of men. I mean, it's just the Punisher met Batman and understood everything that the Batman stood for, he wouldn't want to fight the Batman either, because he would understand that the Batman exists because he has to, or at least in the weird realm of DC male logic, I guess. But
that's a really good point, and I'll give you one more before we sign off. The Punisher versus the Riddler.
The Punisher versus the Riddler? Oh my god, dude. The Punisher would eat the Riddler alive. The Punisher wouldn't have time for the Riddler. The Riddler would get the Punisher caught in one of his little schemes or whatever, and the Punisher would just pain trauma his way out of it.
Yeah, Frank would be smart enough to get his way out of any of the riddles for sure. But it's like, would he be able to catch the Riddler before the Riddler ultimately disappears?
The Riddler's shtick would piss him off.
The question is, would he fall for it every single time? Because my vote is probably yes. He's so angry. He just wants to get that damn Riddler and
he would fall for it one time. Dude, he would fall for it one time. The Riddler's shtick would piss him off to the nth degree, and he would set up his own little booby trap.
He would just crawl through the vent at that point.
That would be his like white whale. You know, he'd be like, "I'm gonna get that."
Dude, he'd set up his own booby trap, and he would catch the Riddler, and he'd ask him like a question. He wouldn't even finish the fucking question. He would kill the Riddler.
Yeah,
and he'd be like, "You're gonna die," not even knowing what the riddle was, the full riddle.
Yeah, he would like Frank Castle would just push his nose bone into his brain.
I mean,
before
the Riddler would be Dunsky. The Riddler would be Dunsky. Edward Nygma would not be alive if he ever crossed the Punisher, for sure.
Punisher versus Joker, then. What do you think?
Oh, hang on, guys. We got to wrap up this episode, but I will say this. You guys are having an episode coming up in 2 weeks on the 16th of August. So if you guys hear this podcast...
Jack, and we get to talk about so many fun things.
Actually, here's the fun thing that's about to happen is that the day this podcast drops and people are going to hear it on YouTube is the same night you're going to talk about it. So if you want to tune in the Discord, you guys can do that. And I would recommend, I know you guys are going to talk about wrestling, but a Marvel matchup as far as rankings go.
Right, yeah. There's so many fun things that we could talk about, like not only wrestling. But
absolutely.
There's a lot of fun things that Jack and I think could talk about.
Well, thank you everyone for coming to the Cognitive Space podcast. I know you got to go, everybody. Jack. Thank you so much again for being here.
Thank you, Jack.
You guys, again, you can find him at twitch.tv/Kopase, where he streams Mondays and Wednesdays. Here with Logan Gifford, Aaron Cosby, myself, Skip Marazzi. This has been a behind the scenes drawing with Jack. So thank you guys, and good night.
Until next time.